Nah, we'll just go.
All right, let's go. It's obviously an unbelievable fight, you know, and to have a classic fight like that and still win basically every round on every card, I mean, pretty special accomplishment. So talk to me how you're feeling after a fight like that.
Yeah, man, you know, I wanted to get... I've been talking about getting that finished, but at least it was a war. At least it was entertainment. Everyone enjoyed it. You know, obviously, while you're going through it, you're just worrying about what's happening. So straight after, I was like, fuck, didn't get the finish, you know what I mean? But then you come out and everyone's just absolutely buzzing. So as long as we put on a performance, hey, you know, I'm starting to really come into this whole entertainment business. You know, I get it. So you're going to see me being the heel from now on. I'm just going to fucking have a go at everyone. No, I'm joking. No, but you know what I mean? It's just, hey, it was a good fight, fun fight. Everyone enjoyed it, so I'm happy.
Yeah, started out with a real
50 G's too, so you can't argue with that.
Not bad there. Started out with a real boxing heavy attack. I mean, was that the game plan going in, to stick with largely the boxing as much as possible?
Yeah, you obviously mix it all up. You know, really just try and put a puzzle in front of him. You know, find out the range early, which we did. Probably could have mixed the kicks in a little bit more and things like that, but you know, it was just you know, it was a good fight. He had me in some deep positions as well. It was a lot happening in there, and I've got to watch it back. But everyone's blowing out about it, so. Hey, I don't know yet, so I'll watch it back and see how good this fight was. But you know, I'm just happy that I got the 50 Gs, got the win, got the belt, bringing it back to Australia on the piss. We're laughing.
I think you'll be pleased when you watch it back. I did want to ask you, obviously the damage on his face was clear that you did to him, but you suffered a little under your eyes as well. Was that bothering you at all?
Yeah, no, I just had a couple of cuts. One might have been a headbutt. I think there was an elbow on the top of the head. And there must have been a punch with the other one, but. Mate, look, man, he's tough, you know what I mean? I was giving it to him, trying to get in his head. You know, I said some things, you know, I don't usually say that type of stuff, but obviously like everyone knows, you know, with things I brought up, I wasn't going to do it, heat of the moment, weight cutting, and me being the heel now, you know what I mean? Just, man, it was nothing but respect now. He got my respect. I thought I was going to break him. I thought he was broken after the third round. The ref decided to give him a minute to, you know, ask him questions. He wasn't answering them right. I'm telling you, I was looking, and he was, you know, look this way, and he's looking completely other way, and do this, do that, do that. Answered every question wrong, and then they waited till he answered it right, and then let's get into it. So I was like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, they gave him an extra minute because I thought he was broke. I was like, right, well, man, like, he literally couldn't even see where he was going. That's it. It's over. I go in there, start putting pressure, and he's firing back just like he was. Like nothing happened. So, mate, he's tough. You know, he's durable, and credit to him.
You know, you got yourself in a little bit of trouble at one point, right? The guillotine choke. I mean, can you talk about just how tight? Because it looked incredibly tight.
It was deep.
Yeah.
It was deep. It was, oh, fuck, I'm about to lose the belt deep. You know what I mean? Like, it was, but again, like the type of human being I am, you know, we talk about me, you know, going through adversity and, you know, always being prepared and busting my ass and never give up attitude and all that shit. That's just exactly what you're seeing. I was deep. That was as deep as it can get. No shit. As deep as it can get. I remember I was making fucking weird noises. I remember I was sitting, I was like going, I don't know what noise I made, but I remember he even said I was gurgling, but that was like a weird, oh fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm about to lose this belt, like, you're kidding. And then I like obviously kept fighting and just opened a little bit of space. I'm like, all right, I'm good. And then got my chin out, and then it was all good. And then I knew I'd be up from there. And then he chucked me in the fucking triangle as well. So, mate, he just shows, you know, T-City, he's known for his jiu-jitsu. I thought that he wouldn't get me that deep, but he did, credit to him. He made me really dig deep to get out of there. But, again, I've showed time and time again that I always dig deep, and, you know, that's just what champions are made of.
I have to ask, because surprisingly, I think you continued to grapple after that at times. But did your corner have a conversation with you? Like, man, what are you doing here?
No, because, you know, that was, how did that happen? I'm trying to think how that exactly happened. Oh, yeah, because I think, I went to kick. He grabbed the kick and then punched at the same time. So when I fell down, as I was getting up, he jumped on it. Got into that position. But he done a good job of really wrapping up the legs. You know what I mean? I didn't expect him to wrap up the legs so quickly. So then he had it, had control of me while he had it deep. Where I didn't expect to be there. So when I'm up, you know, posturing up and all that type of stuff, you know, he's throwing them up, but it gives me space. So I wasn't too threatened there. The boys were telling me to, like, more posture up, stand up. I thought they meant get the fuck out of there, which I don't blame them for saying that if they did. But they wanted me to posture up and just keep raining bombs. But, mate, I almost had him in the last, like, I was hitting him with big shots. It looked like he was done, but he come back stronger. So, again, I'm just going to give him credit.
So last thing for me, I mean, I know you said you're comfortable being the heel now, you're comfortable being the underdog, but I think you will walk away from...
I'll always be respectful, but, there's going to be some things that might need to be said sometimes, so I'll say it.
Well, I think you're going to have a newfound respect after this fight. It certainly seemed that way. And so give us an idea, what's the plan for now? Because obviously this whole travel to Australia, the way things are, I mean, what do you see as the next couple of moves for you? Because you've beaten the big names in the division, obviously.
Well, we got the, Yair and Max fighting. So I'm guessing that's for number one contender. Whoever wins that gets that shot, right? And that's not till November. And I want to fight, man. Like, so do I move up lightweight, do something? You know what I mean? Maybe move up lightweight, fight the champion, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Give me something, because again, I had 14 months off because of this whole. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of even maybe staying, bring the family over, and stay here for a year, ride out this fucking lockdown thing, because it's a mess. And that's why I said this. This fight was for everyone back home that are struggling. They're going through tough times in New Zealand and Australia. So so that's why we got to talk to the family, talk to the team, and see what's our best move. Maybe we ride it out here, knock out, just smash some fights out. Everyone just build everything up and kick some ass.
Alex, to your left here, to your left over here.
Oh, yep.
First thing I wanted to ask you about is, 20 wins in a row, and not a lot of people are talking about that in light of everything that went on. What was the hardest thing about that, and what does it mean to you to get to that specific number?
It sounds cool. Numbers there, you hear the numbers like that, that's pretty cool. I don't pay too much attention to it. I just worry about the challenges that are in front of me. Taking out guys like, Chad Mendes, Aldo, Max Holloway, Ortega, doing that, that's more incredible to me. Having a 25 win streak is impressive. But not many people can do that, but I'm expecting to just keep that streak rolling. So 20 is good, but let's get to 30 or something. So we'll start talking about that when I hit a few more numbers.
Put Habib in the rearview mirror, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
When you beat Aldo and Holloway twice, and yet, not that you weren't getting respect, but I mean, there were other guys that were, people were talking about, Holloway might have won the second fight or whatever. So do you feel like, you changed that narrative tonight by doing, not only winning the fight, but getting out of the 2 submissions and showing how tough you were in that fight? Do you think you changed the narrative about you now to a more positive one?
Oh, man, mate, it was entertaining. So even if they are going to keep carrying on about it, whatever. Like I said it. There's going to be doubters no matter what you do. You know what I mean? People are going to sit there and be like, oh, he almost got submitted. He's going to get submitted again. I don't think anyone's going to put me in a deeper fucking submission than that. So I ain't worried about that. No one's going to get me in any positions. And if they do, I don't think, anyone's going to put me in more trouble than that. So, again, there's going to be doubters every time. Let them hate. Let them carry on. I love it. I still love you. You just give me that drive. So, man, all good. I say time and time again, that underdog mentality. You know what I mean? What I know now is not enough. It's never enough. What I'm doing is not enough. We're going to do more. You know what I mean? You're not good enough. Obviously I know I'm better than these fighters, but hey, I'm just going to keep telling myself, you need to do more. You need to do more. So let the doubters say, I love proving wrong. You know what? I love making people that bet on me money. So because all my supporters, I know they're betting on me and they're winning some money. So we all good.
And the final thing for me, is there another level that you can get to? I mean, what you're doing is amazing, obviously, but you're talking about working and trying to improve. I mean, can you still get to another level in this sport?
Oh, 100%. 100%. My composure in there was good. I've always been composed. I put the pace on. I was very, very comfortable in there. I was very comfortable even with... getting in his face, doing the whole hype up thing and all that type of stuff. It gave me a whole new energy. Absolutely loved it. People, the crowd booing me, all that shit. Fucking loved it. Absolutely loved it and just used it as fuel. So, I think this is going to change me from here on out. You know what I mean? You're going to see a whole different... Bold Volk is coming for fucking everyone.
Alex, right here in the front. Right here.
Where were you?
I'm curious, did you happen to see Conor McGregor's tweets about your fight?
Well, I heard about it. It sounds like he's on the piss.
Yeah, so do you want
Good
me,
on
do
him.
you want me to read
So
it?
am I. I will be too.
Do you want me to read it to you?
No, something about sharding or farting or something.
also said congrats.
Doesn't really make sense, but hey.
You also said congrats at the end of the fight, so we seem to enjoy it.
Yeah. It's Conor, man. Like, we're kind of doing Conor things. Good on him. But, I don't know if it's like, if he wants to come back down to 145. Well, obviously that will never happen, but...
We think it's right around the broadcast. They said you had beaten the 2 best featherweights of all time. And
okay.
Conor and, Jose and Max.
Yeah, that would have stung him a little bit.
Yeah.
That would have stung him a little bit, especially while he's on the piss, So, anyway, I'm going to be on the piss. Maybe you'll see some weird fucking tweets from me too. We'll see what happens.
And what do you make of that fight between Max and Yair? A lot of people just thought Max was going to be next in line. He didn't have to take another fight. And now
man, you know what? That just shows you, again, I'm going to give credit to, Ortega. There was bad blood. I was fucking saying all this shit. And look what he went and done. He showed pure heart, put me in fucking dangerous positions. Nothing but respect. Max, he can get I guarantee he doesn't have to take this fight. And they're already asking him to give, and he's still going to go take it. He wants that number 1 spot. He wants to earn it. It shows you what type of guy he is. So how can you not respect that? Good on him. That's exactly what I'd fucking do. You know what I mean? So you got to give him respect. You know what I mean? But I'll give him respect. But you let him go do the thing. How do I think that fight's going to go? Yair Rodriguez he's a great fighter. Stylistically, I think Max is a nightmare for him. So I'm expecting Max to go out there, do his thing, and we're going to be running that trilogy. And Dana's going to pay us good money for it. So I'm just looking forward to seeing it. But man, I just want these challenges, man. These big fights, and that's going to be a huge fucking fight. So whoever it is, let's do it. If it's they're not fighting until later, and if I have to move up just to get a fight while we're waiting for that, because again I want to fight regularly. I don't want to wait another fucking 6-7 months. So excuse my language. I'm swearing a lot today. But yeah, so we'll just see what happens.
You said you would move up to get another fight?
Move up. Go up the lightweight, have a bit of fun there, and then just wait for the winner, and then we run that back, whoever that is with.
In terms of going on the piss, do you always start your day off with one from a flip flop? Because I saw you drinking a beer.
From the flip flop from I call them a vlečki. That's a Macedonian way of calling a vlečki, a slide. So I did. Yeah, I've never really done one of those before, but I fucking nailed it. I only got a couple of little drops out. I've pretty much got it all in there. Usually people get all over them. I'm a master. See, I'm a master at everything.
It's just fantastic. In the fight, you mentioned about the guillotine and how that was, oh fuck, I'm nearly going to lose the belt deep. Was the triangle as deep, or was that a little bit loose?
No, the triangle wasn't too bad. It was obviously deep, but I felt like, I could, I'm strong enough to sort of put him in positions to not get it as tight, and I knew I'd get out of that. But that guillotine was fucking deep.
You mentioned before the fight, like he said, I feel like in another time we could be good, decent acquaintances and we could have a beer and stuff. And you weren't super hot on that idea. But after...
I said if I was drunk, I would. And I'm almost there. So maybe, Nah, look, man, I did again, look, they're building up the fight. I think I never usually try and, do that type of shit. So I was picking at everything. Obviously, everyone knows I'm against the shit that I bring up. I wasn't going to bring it up. I'll be honest, I'm not the type. I was like, I didn't want to do it. Weight cutting, pissed off. I bring it up. Again, I'm against that. But, it was a long time ago. And, I hope he's changed. But yeah, so, again, we were pretty cool. Obviously, there are things that annoy me, but I'm looking for these things to annoy me. That's where I was at. I was looking for things to hate him, you know what I mean? And to be honest, after the fight and what we shared in that octagon, yeah, I think we can be some acquaintances. So we'll see.
Last one from me. You said that you're nearly pissed. How many beers does it take to get you to the level you want to be?
Fucking after punching on for 25 minutes, only a few by the looks of it. So yeah, I've had it this is my 4th. It's probably a 3rd, but I'll say 4 just to sound it. I don't know. Yeah, mate, I think 4, 3 or 4. We're down them pretty quick, I guess.
Good stuff. Congrats.
Thank you.
Alex, to your right, over here. Alex.
Who?
Alex, right here.
Yep.
Does it bother you the fact that you didn't beat these big guys, Max, Jose? These supposed to be the greatest of the division, but they'll talk about you being the greatest division, and you didn't beat these guys. Does that bother you?
Wait, say that again, sorry?
The fact that you beat these guys that are considered the best of all
Yeah.
in the division, but nobody's considered you the best of all.
Oh, mate, there's people, I guarantee you there's people out there that are there to throw my name out there, you know what I mean? But again, you're going to, especially with Max and some of these guys, these are, they've had a lot of time to really build themselves up, get a big fan base and all that. So, mate, it wasn't that long ago when you seen Max in this exact same position. No one giving him the respect he deserved when he was kicking everyone's ass. How long was his winning streak before he even got a title shot? All that bullshit, you know what I mean? So it does happen. I was just going through that process. that's going to change, and I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. But again, man, you take out guys like Max Holloway twice, Aldo, Chad Mendes, Ortega. You you can't not throw my name around there. So I guarantee you my name's out there. But again, you've got to give the guys like Aldo, champion for so long. There's going to be days when you're not on. This is a fucking crazy sport. Man, I'm swearing a lot. So you're going to be, you're going to be injured. Some days you're just not going to turn up. And to stay champion for that long, that's why I still say he's the GOAT. But I'm not far off.
After you got out the choke, it seemed like you got an extra fuel to your fire because you basically put him in deep waters and you drowned him. Would that be safe to say that?
Well, yeah, like I knew he would have burnt some energy there, and for me to get out of that, and I was like, there's no way it can get any fucking deeper than that. So I'm like, let's just pour it on, you know what I mean? So I just went AWOL, and I heard the ref like he was ready to stop it, and we got close. The buzzer went, he didn't get up. Like, the ref could have stopped that fight, and especially the doctors.
I know your job is to fight with people's ass, but when you see something like that, do you think he needs to get up and get on the stool himself, or not? He got helped up by his whole damn team.
That happened?
Well,
you're not allowed. I didn't know about that.
Well,
that's it. I'm about to fucking. No, I'm joking. I didn't know about that. But yeah, well, that's not allowed. You literally can't touch them.
Yeah.
That's considered a TKO. I'm a claim it.
And
Dana,
for somebody to come to the sport, I saw you fight. I can tell you're a hell of a fighter. I see you in person. I see why you're the real deal. But going on the show, do you think that helped build up your brand? We got to see your personality and see all that. The whole world got to see that. Do you think and looking back on it, that was a great decision for you, or that's just entertainment? It's separate from fighting.
Yeah, man. The whole thing, you just didn't get to see nowhere near enough. You know what I mean? Like, it just meant put a camera in front of me and people are gonna like me. You know what I mean? It's just, again, I'm not the type of guy that's gonna, I'm not gonna do smash dollies through fucking windows and carry on and all that. I'm not gonna do all that type of bullshit. You know what I mean? But again, you put a camera in front of my face, people are gonna like me because I'm a pretty chill dude. I'm a fun dude. But again, I'm not gonna go out of my way. But I tell you, I really enjoyed this whole process, fight week, the whole thing about it. Even building the fight up and all that type of stuff. I'm not usually